Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be showcasing a mod that will be familiar to people who are familiar with my content and my channel. It is the Twitch integration mod, and this mod may look familiar to you because the person who made it for Supermarket Simulator is the exact same person who made it for this game. So essentially this gives your audience a chance to participate in the game. Well, maybe not so much participate, but they can show up as I presume either customers or employees. I'm not sure about the employees for this one. I know you could do that for Supermarket Simulator, but I didn't see anything specifically about employees here, but they can come as customers. And if it works like the other one, they should be able to put up messages or maybe have little funny interactions and stuff when they come in. Unfortunately, you can't like pick and choose what the customers get and stuff like that, but this is a good way to kind of connect with your audience and have them feel like they're part of this show a little bit, and have their names come over a lot of assortment of different customers and stuff like that. So if you're into that type of stuff, you got a big enough audience, you can bring people in for that. Also, they have a small streamer mode, which is perfect for irrelevant people like me, where you can just put names into a file and it'll just kind of randomly sort through those names of like whoever the common people are who watch your stream or whatever names you put in there. So I can show you guys that in a second, but we're gonna get into the installation to set this up. It's pretty straightforward. It's not really that complicated, but just follow along and you should be good to go. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do obviously is download the mod. Same old, same old. Once you find the mod, you wanna go to manual, click download, and then normal, slow download, and then you want to save it to wherever it is you save your stuff. Once you've downloaded it, you'll see it here in your folder, wherever you keep your mods at. You want to go ahead and extract it, and once you extract it, you'll have your folder here, which it'll be in a BepInEx, and then plugins, and there's your Twitch integration DLL. Now, just like a lot of other games that require a config file, you want to transfer this over into your BepInEx plugins folder for your actual mods. And once that is transferred over, the first thing you want to do is boot up the game and then close it back immediately. So once you've transferred the DLL over into your BepInEx file, you've booted up the game and you closed it again, now you're ready to access the config file, which is going to be located here in the config folder. And then you'll see two things. There'll be a folder that pops up that says Twitch integration, and there will be a three things technically. Two more things here that says Twitch moderation and Twitch integration. So you want to go ahead and boot this up. And once you boot this up, you're going to need an authentication code in here that you're going to have to put in here. So for your Twitch login or whatever, you're going to put your name, the authentication code. Show you guys how to get that and where to get that. But in order to figure that out, we need to go back to the page. So let's go back to the page here. And once we are back here, we're going to go back to description so we can take a look and see what the installation stuff says. All right, so once you're here, back on the page here, we have all the instructions and stuff and all the information you need to know in order to install. Here's the installation stuff. I already showed you guys how to basically install it. And then this is how to connect to Twitch. So basically, it says put your Twitch username where it says user, replace or switch the word replace with the name of your channel, and then look where it says your channel equals replace and switch that to your channel name, and then you'll see 0 authentication or 0 auth here. You want to replace that with the authentication code that you get from this link. So what happens when you click this link, you click it, it'll take you to this screen. You'll go to authorize now. It'll have you connect to your Twitch and give you a code. And once you receive that code, then you can put it into the right next to where it says the 0 authentication equals replace. Just delete this and put your authentication code there. So as long as your names are correct in both of these spots and the auth code is working, you should be able to get this to work no problem. So we talked before about small streamer mode. There's some information about that here. Small streamer, you're going to have to switch this to true. It'll be false by default. Switching this to true basically just says like, hey, there's nobody actually watching my stream, but I've populated a bunch of names in a folder in a file that you can see and cycle through, in the meantime until you get more viewers or whatever, however that works for you. And what does that look like? So let's minimize this. Let's get rid of that. And then there's a folder here called Twitch integration. So you want to go ahead and click that. There's another folder in there called data, however you pronounce it, and you can go ahead and open that. And then the folder here, or the file here that says customers, is where you want to go in and just enter names of people. And what I would do if I were you is just people who frequent your chat, people who are constantly talking and chatting and stuff like that. You can add them all to this list. So that way they'll be there and they can see themselves in the game. And then outside of that, anybody new you get, like if you get new regulars, people who you are starting to see more and more, you can add their names to the list as time goes on. There's a little bit of a kind of an incentive for people watching your game. It's nice. It doesn't really change anything. It doesn't have any serious implications or whatever. It's just a fun little thing and a way to interact with your fans. So if you want to test it out, go ahead and do so. It looks pretty interesting, and if you're not interested, then that's also fine. But thank you so much for watching the video either way, and whether it was helpful or not, a like would be appreciated. But yeah, thank you guys for watching so much. I will see you guys on the next one.